today we are going to be doing another special effects look. So, or not another, my first one. I've tried to make this video 3 different times. And it hasn't worked because I can't post it. I did it on my camera, I did it on my computer, I did it on my iPad. So I'm doing it on my phone. So the things, I gotta get all my stuff out. I forgot to even do that. Okay, but I will be back. Let me just tell you what we're gonna do. So we're gonna be doing a cut off finger look. So it's gonna be like this, but it's gonna have like a bone sticking out, like a bone. So I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna be needing. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you what you'll be needing for the chopped off finger look with the bone. So first thing you're gonna need is scar wax. I make mine homemade. Yours can be homemade, not homemade, store-bought. It doesn't really matter. Scar wax. I'm trying to pick the thing out. Don't know what that was. Foundation. Now, I got this to make match my fingers. It doesn't look like it does on camera, but it does. Powder. Now, to make my FX powder, I just use regular powder, and I usually add flour to it just to get a little more. So I gotta go add flour to this. So I just take regular makeup powder, like setting powder, and then I put flour in it. So that's how I make mine. So you need regular setting powder with flour in it, regular, it doesn't matter. A wedge, I recommend these really like loose wedges, not like a really tight wedge like this that is very dense. I recommend a fluffy wedge. You can also use a beauty blender that's wet. You will also need a contouring palette because you'll need a lighter color of contour and then a dark color. Then you'll need your grease paints. You'll need that color, and that color, and that color. A cotton swab, your tools, and my dad called me, but a cotton swab, your tools. I'm using this. It's like a clay knife. I'm using the back of this. You can also use something that's like this. And then you'll need your fake blood, homemade, not homemade, and a cotton swab. I don't know if I said that already, but I think we should get started. Okay, so I made my fixing powder. I added some flour to a regular powder. You're supposed to look way more white than that, and it works for me. So first thing you're gonna need is your scar wax. So take it. Take a ball. About this big. Okay, so you're going to pick a finger that you want it on. This finger is easier for me to bend. By the way, you're going to need to bend it like this so you can do your stuff on top of it. So this finger is easier for me to bend. So I'm just going to take it and put it on top of it, ball it up, and put it on top of your finger. Like that. And then blend it out. Now the only thing you don't want to do while taking pictures of this or showing somebody trying to prank them, or I personally don't like pranks if they're like something like this, so I've never tried pranks with FX makeup because I'm a wimp, but I can't do it to my mom or dad because they would legit call 911 and like wouldn't even take time to look at it. They would just be like, "Oh no, you got your finger on, let me call 911." So people, when I tell them I do this stuff, they're like, "Oh, let's prank your mom." I'm like, "Yeah, no, and they're like party pooper. I'm like, thank you. Trying to get all the crumblies off. So it should look something like this. So before you put the little divots in it, oh, my finger hurts. You're going to want to put your foundation on. So take your foundation. Whoa, that came out fast. And it is very light. So if yours is light like mine, like I thought it would match, it does not. Hold on, let me turn on my light. That's good light. Okay. At least it's good for me because I can see if my foundation is blended good enough or if it's not. So this will also help you blend it into your finger. Onto it, not into it. Get the little divots out of it. So if it's like light like mine, you're going to want to blend it on your whole hand and going onto your wrist. Now you can also do this to on your toes, but I think it would be harder, like way harder, because your toes are very short, or most people's are. And when you bend it, it doesn't really bend all the way, so like you basically can't do this. That was too much. Just gonna scrape that off. Okay. So, there's a TV show playing in the living room, so, but yeah, like, about how you can't do it on your toes. It's because, like I said, it would be a lot harder. You would have to, like, hold down it. And just when you're doing this, just try to shape it like onto your finger. It's like it should look like that from the back. And when you do this, it's gonna push it back. So just try to push it forward. Messed it up. Okay, well I'll be back when I'm done with this. So. I am back. I actually took it off and redid it because it was looking a little bit wonky, but here it is. It looks like I chopped my finger off, but it kind of looks like no blood or anything. So now you're just going to take your end of it, this or something, your tool, and poke it, like make it look like it's shredded, like something bit it off. So, I might have to pick off some of it, but just make it like that. Okay, so now we're gonna put our shading in. I'm gonna go grab my makeup brush. Forgot to stop the video. Okay, so you won't need your powder for this one. I thought you would. But grab your brush and take your light contouring and put it in the holes of your shredded cut off finger. My dad's in there doing the dishes. So kind of like that. Okay, done with that. Ouch. Okay, and then take your your purple color of your grease paint and put it in the holes too. Now you're gonna cover most of this with blood, but it's just to give it shading under it and all that jazz. Like that. And then just take your red, do the same, but put it a little bit out of the holes too. That was the weirdest face. Okay, so then you're done with shading and stuff. Now it's time for the bone. Okay, so you're gonna take your Q-tip and cut it. So you're gonna want to cut it about here, and then you can trim it if you need to. I actually think that's the perfect size. So you're just going to stick it right in the middle, like that. Doesn't it look real? Okay, so now you're just gonna take your blood. I use a special brush for my blood. If one of my parents walks in, I'm gonna stop the camera, but then I'll just tell y'all because they probably will. I told them I was filming, but they probably still will. Okay, so now just first of all, put the blood in your holes. And then we'll start with the rest of the blood. Because there's places you need to put blood, but first put them in the holes. That's a lot. It's okay if it drips, it's blood. And then start by putting it on your Q-tip. So what I usually like to do is take it out and put blood on it. And make sure you leave it a little bit white so they can tell that it's a bone. Why is that? That's a hair, isn't it? And then I like to just put sticky blood back in that hole so that it sticks. Okay. So then I just like to put blood all over. Remember, this is like creative, so do whatever you want. Okay. Okay, so that's the cut off finger. Look. Okay, well I feel like I just ruined like 7 beauty builders, but that is the cut off finger look. Just make sure you don't show this side. So here it is. I'm gonna take some pictures of it real quick because my mom would like that. And then I'm gonna show you what it looks like unfolded. So I took some pictures. This is the final look. I think it looks really real, to be honest. This was actually my favorite look. Not right now, it isn't, but this was the first like one that I did that looked, I walked out the door, I said, look what I did, Dad, and he went, and then, so, but yeah. So now I'm just gonna pull the bone out. That was weird. Okay, ready? Oh, that feels so good. Looks funny. Okay, so I'm just gonna bloop. Okay, well, thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification button for more FX videos. And comment down below what you want to see next, and I will do it. Thanks for watching, and goodbye!